What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Now this is a new bike to the house. So my stepdad just bought this bike and today I'm going to do a first impressions video, like a riding, what I think while I'm riding it and everything. I want to make a video on this bike, but the wiring I still need to sort out. So let's just do this one first and then somewhere down the line we'll do that one. So this is a 2008 Triumph Daytona 675. Yeah, that's about all I can tell you. And I could tell you it sounds quite cool. Whee! Okay, let's just quickly close the gate and then we can take it for a ride. Now this bike has a completely unique sound, and it sounds like so nice. There aren't many bikes that sound this good, in my opinion. Like normally a 600cc is a bit too screamy. Now this one is screamy, like it does scream, but it's got like a deep tone to it, and then you've got this induction noise in the front of the bike you just don't get on other motorcycles. It's only the Triumph that's got this noise. So it's weird, but it's just cool. It's oddly one of those sounds like in the beginning you're not sure if you like it, and then you ride the bike and then you know you like it. Let's get. Now as far as the 600 goes, this thing isn't amazing. Woo! So for a 600, I would say it's quite a nice riding motorcycle. Like it's got enough power. Ooh, the sound. I want to do a video sound of this motorcycle because the sound, then you don't have to listen to me talking. Okay, so I've noticed now you've got a gear indicator on the bike, which is not something you get on many motorcycles. See, they tell me on the 6, first gear, 4th gear, so that's pretty cool. I didn't know the bike had that. Now this bike is crazy light, so it's a super lightweight, super nimble motorcycle with a really responsive throttle. So the throttle on this thing is crazy responsive, but I do like it. So like you just touch the throttle and it's there. There's no like waiting, nothing. And the gear shifts are so crisp. Like, even normally I ride with clutchless shift. Like, I like to shift without using the clutch. But this bike, you can like, it doesn't really make it slower to use the clutch. It's so quick. Even the downshifts is just so clean and it's beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. Normally I get bored on the 600 quite quickly. Like, the power. It's just not that crazy on the 600. It doesn't, excite me. They handle amazingly, like the lightweight 600s. The handling is almost better than big bikes to me. But the power, you just get bored of it so quickly. This bike is like a monster. I'm not gonna lie. Woo! I don't know if you saw between first and second the bike lifting up. Yeah. Woo! That was fun. Now East is a bike I would drive like every day if it was mine. It's not mine. The MV Augusta is mine. Actually, yes, it's not that bad. It's weirdly comfortable. And I haven't driven it like super long distance, but like it's not as harsh as an R6, for instance. The R6, your ass is really high in the air, and your wrists die. This bike, your wrists, you do still feel it, obviously. Like after a while you do feel it in your palm and stuff. But like I said, this isn't my first time riding the bike, but I haven't ridden it a hell of a lot. So maybe as I ride it more, oh, look at that shake, that's not good. Steering dampener, this is 600 thing. All 600s I feel needs a steering dampener. If you leave the steering, it starts to wobble. Anyways, let's just get into this lane. What did I want to say? I completely lost my thought there. Damn it! I must be stupid or something. Oh, the comfortability, I don't know what you call it. Comfort. Yeah, bro. I'm such a smart person. Comfort. So your wrists are gonna feel it. After a while, you definitely gonna feel it. Because you are leaning forward. That's just like sports bike. If you ride a sports bike, don't expect it not to hurt your wrists. But it's not that bad. That's my point. Like, I've ridden a few sports bikes, and this one is like at the upper end of comfort. Okay, so the Ducati I had sat a bit lower, so it didn't chow your wrists as much, but the suspension on that bike is just so bloody hard that your ass, every time you hit a bump, your poo feels like it's gonna fall off. This is such a nice bike, like really. I think this is my favorite 600 I've ever ridden. I've been on a Gixxer 600, I've been on a CBR 600, I've been on a ZX 636, and I've been on an R6, and this is my favorite. The R6 sounded bloody cool, I really like the sound, but it takes so long to get in the power band. The low down torque is just a little missing, if you ask me. Sorry, there's a crash here, not ideal. Don't want to be in the lane next to that. The low down torque is just the issue with the R6, and that the CBR I really enjoyed. That is a fun bike, I'm not gonna lie, it was a really fun bike, but the power is just not. This has got more power and more torque, so that one you have to really wring out its neck to get into the power band. With this one, it's still a 600, don't expect like 1000 or 750, but for a 600 it's got a lot of torque. Like, I'm at 4000 RPM now. Now if you open up a CBR 600 or even an R6 here, you would have nothing. This thing, it's got some pickup. This one, it's really got some pickup, which is something you don't really expect on a 600. Thousands you can like open up anywhere and they just like bah and go. These 600s, normally you have to get them at about like between 8 and 10,000 to get into the proper power, and this one is actually the same. You still need to get up to get to the proper power, but it's not lazy. That's the thing. Like at any RPM you can open it up and there will be something there. Okay, it's not going to be insane, but there's going to be something. And because it's light, it's really agile and fun. What is happening here? It's a green robot and we're standing still. People are so smart. The brakes are freaking excellent. I'm not sure what brakes it is. When I do a review on the bike, which I want to do, I'll do like more research on what brakes and suspension it has. But like, it just, as a person that just got on it and rides it now, it's fun. It's a bloody fun motorcycle. The brakes are strong. The suspension doesn't kill your ass. Your eggs is still okay, so you might still have children. Just don't hit the brakes too hard, because I have a few times like slid into the tank. Not a fun thing. You should hold onto the tank with your legs. Let's go! Sorry. That was fun. I quite enjoyed that a lot. first impressions, there we go. First impressions of the Triumph 675 Daytona. Even though it's an old bike, this is the best 600 I've ever ridden. Like I said, I've ridden a few, but this one is top freaking notch. It's probably the only 600cc I would like be able to keep and not get bored of it and want to get a bigger bike. Like, because that's the biggest problem with me, is I get bored quite quickly with the smaller motorcycles. You get used to the power and then it's like, ugh, not fun anymore. When this one is not crazy fast, but it's just got a very complete feeling power band. So it feels like you've got enough power everywhere. It doesn't feel like it's lacking. And yes, it doesn't pull insanely hard, but it pulls plenty hard enough for a street bike. Remember, you're not allowed to go like 200 and something k's an hour. It's illegal. So for a street bike, this is like actually perfect. It's fast enough to get you into some deep trouble, like serious trouble. So this bike is not slow. It is more than fast enough for like riding on the road. You don't need anything faster than this. If you need a bike that's faster than this on the road, you are most definitely breaking a hell of a lot of laws. So for a street bike, I think this is perfect. Even for a track bike, like the not a big track, like a smallish track, not small, but small-ish track, this thing would be a lot of fun because it weighs absolutely nothing. It's got excellent brakes and it's got a good amount of pickup. Now, if you want to do some top-end racing, obviously you're not going to compete with the big bikes. It's just like, it's obvious it's not a big bike. It's a 600, 700. It's a 675, so it's between a 600 and 700. So 1,000 on the highway is going to pull this thing hard. But for just riding, like between home and work, highway cruising, stuff like that, this thing is freaking perfect. So that has been my take on the Daytona 675. I almost forgot the name of the bike. That shows you how much I drive it. Like I almost literally forgot the name of the bike. Yeah, so that's my review on the 675. I want to review my first impressions. I still want to do a review, but I want to get some experience, some seat time to feel exactly what is the bad and the good and everything. But first impressions of this bike, it's freaking excellent. It's a 10 out of 10 first impression. Let's make it a 9 out of 10. Just because 10 out of 10 is, you can't beat it. Yeah. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Hello Woofies, hi dogs. I'll check you guys in the next one. Cheers,